Hey, I'm Michael. Good Saturday night to you all. And let's get into the winter weather that is going to be striking the South once again. North Carolina becomes to be a hot spot for this storm. Last storm system, we had some snow in the greater areas of Northern Carolina. Some of that snow did not fall, and that system did track north because remember, we did say that system could track south or that system could track north, and it tracked north. And continue to produce snow for areas of the Virginia. So let's get started with this next storm system because this is going to be an interesting storm system. This is going to be a storm system for folks, and it's going to catch a lot of people in the South off guard with this one. Let's get moving and grooving. GFS model. We're going to start this from today. So this storm system is going to be around about a day or two. We move the model. Here we are. At this point in time, Monday morning, GFS model has snow outbreaking in the Carolinas, and then you have that tick delay. Not sure if that's drier, but wouldn't be surprised if that is snow showers in that general area right there. But moves on. The model moves on out, and then GFS tries to bring up just the area of scenario, but then we start to get far out. So what you see on your screen after that, in that point in time, may not count, but really that's what the GFS is bringing there. European model, remember, well, but this run we're seeing less colder. We move our model. Same area, but now it seems that snow on the latest run from the European model. Now we're seeing snow trying to break out because at first it was showing little to no snow in North Carolina. But now we're seeing that chance European model, and then we'll start to get a little too far out for that. But storm systems are going to keep going. We're going to show you the CMC Canadian model here, and then you move that on, and then you see snow growing for northern North Carolina again. So it all depends on the location of where the snow could fall. So we're going to move this back here to the GFS model and really explain to you what's going on here. And we can even show the GFS model showing let's look at the total snowfall there. We move on there. Past this Tuesday, you see the snow. The snow signal is there's some empty areas, so there may be empty pocket of dry air, or that just might be it just not calculating all the way. But snow chances, they're getting stronger for North Carolina. Maybe even parts of South Carolina could see some snow, and not just in the upstate, but maybe the Piedmont area around Rock Hill. And I mean, the chance is very well there. Small chance for Columbia. We'll see how far south that the system gets farther south, and it tracks farther south because the system is getting right around the corner, and the models are starting to summarize those models. GFS model. And remember, guys, this is not a forecast, but we're sort of locking this in here, aren't we? As we get closer to this storm system, I remember we were talking about this storm system a few days back, and I mean, we're here at the moment, and is this getting ready to arrive? GFS model right here, and is that GFS model? That is CMC Canadian. CMC, not CNC. CMC Canadian model. Right there, you see the blue on your screen, and then you have that. So, what's happening here? We see an area of low pressure that I think left right there. If we rewind that back, yeah, area of low pressure that's bringing that rain from. Believe that's bringing that rain from the storm system either tomorrow or today for areas. We move the model right here. Right here is the term. See, and I'll draw that arrow there. Snow it is sort of doing a U-turn thing right here. Now that I draw that arrow, you see the rain, and then look, it did sort of a turn there. Sort of it's really the way the rain is laying, so it did sort of a turn there. You see the snow there. Now, this is what I will say, and this is based off of the GFS model. This is just giving us guidance because this is the model with the highest snow. We don't know if this necessarily is going to happen because it could overperform. And like I've said before, it does overperform in the Piedmont, and we are having snow that is closer to the Piedmont this time around. So, not saying that it could happen in some of these areas that are green, but just letting you know that it very well is a possibility. Our line is there. Some of this rain could very well be wintry mix, or the rain is not catching up. But we move that model there and here. If you live in North Carolina here, you're very well having a chance of snow. Areas far south as Myrtle Beach is even possible to get snow. Yes, it's unbelievable. This time of year, um, we are in early December and we're talking about winter storms for the deep south. It's quite a unique thing, and it's very interesting how things are playing out here because we did have those snow flurries night of before Veterans Day. We moved that model. Areas of North Carolina, watch out. I would also this area, and I know it doesn't show the snow here. This area right here could very well be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if there was snow that went to that area. And also, when you look at this, we had overperformed areas of DC, the Delmarva with the last winter storm. Could that very well be here? We'll see, but a lot of moisture is down here, as you can see, and some of that moisture is being thrown into that cold air. So if I can change that line here, cold air driven by this purple line here, and then you have moisture in the red that is being thrown in, is getting thrown up. So all of this here is moisture, all of that rain, all of those winter conditions, well, wet conditions rather. And what's happening here is the cold air is coming down and is allowing this snow to happen. Now, it all depends on the timing, how cold it is. It moves across, and it is going to get very cold after this for areas going to be in the 20s. We have rain moves over, cold air dives down, but it doesn't dive down too far. So how about we get into some snow totals from the National Weather Service? We'll throw those in there and give you a great idea of what's going on. National Weather Service, Greenville, Spartanburg, that's going to be NWS-GSP. It's going to give you an update on what is occurring. Right now, I'm not sure on the time you're watching this video, a dense fog advisory, is in effect, and areas of the Piedmont area. Going to snow models. This is the expected snowfall amounts. Believe me, these could update very well. These very well could update. They're still looking at the models because they're accommodating for that European, but the European model is sort of getting better. Percent chance of 1/10 of an inch. You see it on your screen. We're now going down towards, we're going to have to bring this up to the NWS graphic. 11% chance there, 13% chance, 36, 68 in Boone, and then so on and so forth. Moves on forward. NWS Columbia. We move it into the National Weather Service here in Columbia. We have with our winter weather graphics. You move on, you start to see the chances of snow. They do have it. I just want to give you a better look of what's going on here. Right there, the chance of snow, not to say that's happening in these areas of Greenville, Spartanburg, Winsboro, Camden, Florence, even close to Myrtle Beach down there in Horry County, so those areas could be impacted as well. But I do want to leave you with that. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure that if you have this video, make sure you share it with a friend as well. This graphic here is from the National Weather Service, winter storm warnings, winter weather advisories, and dense fog advisories. Hope to see you guys in the next video, and I'm out.